Is your business making money? Is it losing money? Are you overspending? Underspending? OMG, Andy, stop asking me these questions! All right, if you're having a meltdown every time someone asks you about your numbers, then it's time to start running a profit and loss statement for your small business. And before you say, dude, I don't know how to read a report with a bunch of numbers on it, don't worry. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about running and reading a profit and loss statement for self-employed folks. After this video, you'll know exactly what a profit and loss statement is, how to read it, and how to use your report to strategize in your business. Look, I know staring at a bunch of numbers is hard and overwhelming, but I've been teaching small business owners to understand their finances for over 10 years. I'm positive with a little bit of guidance and practice, you're going to be a profit and loss wizard in no time. Before we go any further, I'd love to know more about you. How often do you review your numbers in your business? Let me know in the comments below. What is a profit and loss statement? Let's start with the basics. A profit and loss statement shows you all the money you've made, all the money you've spent, and the difference for any given time period. The difference between what you've made and what you spent will either be your profit or a loss. So if you made more than you spent, you'll have a profit. If you spent more than you made, you'll have a loss. And thus the name of this report, a profit and loss report. So a profit and loss statement is one of the most common small business reports. You use this report to gauge the financial health of your business and your business model. And we'll talk more about how you do that a little bit later on. Also, a profit and loss statement is usually the report you use to prepare your taxes or send to your tax preparer, apply for a business loan, or even for a mortgage. So it's super important that you get familiar with your profit and loss statement. How to run a profit and loss statement. If you are using a bookkeeping program, then running a profit and loss report is quick and easy. Pretty much every bookkeeping program allows you to run a profit and loss report. I've linked to a video tutorial that walks you through how to run a profit and loss report in QuickBooks Online. But what if you're using a spreadsheet or paper ledger to track your business finances? Well, then you'll have to manually create a profit and loss statement using a template. And I've made you a template that I've linked to below, which is a free spreadsheet template. And you can use this to create your own profit and loss statement, even if you don't have a bookkeeping program. The other thing to know about running a profit and loss statement is that you can run this report for any given period of time. A monthly profit and loss statement is extremely common for small business owners, and it's best practice to review your statement every month. But you can also run a profit and loss statement for the fiscal quarter, a year, or even a custom date range. So the time frame of a profit and loss statement is variable, and so is the data. For example, you could run a report for the first week of the month and have a loss, which could be shocking. But if you run the report for the entire month, then you could have profit because the report only captures the income and expenses during the time period. So before you get too carried away wondering what the report means, be sure you understand the time frames that the report is showing you. How to read a profit and loss statement. A profit and loss statement is divided up into different sections. The first section is the income section. This section shows you all the income that you made for the reporting period for each income category. This is great because you can see how much each area of your business is earning and also how much your business has earned total. On your profit and loss statement, the income is all the money you made before expenses or costs. This is just pure revenue that's coming into your business. The next section is the cost of goods sold, also known as COGS. Now, not everyone will have COGS. So if you run your report and don't see it, don't worry. COGS are the costs that are directly related to the products that you manufacture, like raw materials and labor. COGS can also be the cost of inventory you resell. Some businesses have these costs and some don't. If you do have it, it will show up as the second section of your profit and loss statement. Here you'll see how much your costs were for each category and then your total costs. Right under the cost of goods sold section, there's a line that shows you your gross profit. Your gross profit is your income minus your costs. This is really helpful to know because your costs are required for you to sell your products. Ideally, you've priced your products to include the cost plus a markup. The gross profit section shows you just what you've profited on your income. This helps you see how much your costs have eaten up of your total income. The next section of the statement is your expenses. Now, unlike COGS, which are costs directly related to whatever you sell, your expenses refer to your operating expenses. These are global expenses that you incur to keep your business operational. On a profit and loss report, you'll see your expenses for every expense category at the very bottom, your total expenses. The last section of the report is your net income. This is arguably one of the most important parts of your report because it shows you if your business has a profit or a loss. If the number is positive, it means you have a profit and you made more than you spent. If it's a negative number, it means you have a loss and your business spent more than you made. Using your report to strategize. Right now, your profit and loss statement might feel like just a bunch of random numbers sectioned off, but you can use this report to make key decisions in your business. Whenever I look at a profit and loss report, I ask myself the following questions. First, for my income, I ask, what was my top earning income category this month? What was my lowest earning income category this month? And then I take it one step further and I ask, what was my top and lowest earning income categories last month? Now, this is where the strategy comes in. If I consistently have the same lowest earning income category month to month, well, then I know that I either need to boost my marketing efforts with that category or get rid of it altogether because it isn't helping my business. If I consistently have the same highest earning income category, then I can ask myself if I want to spend more of my time and energy focusing on this income category because clearly it's a hit, or maybe I want to focus less energy on it because it's doing so well and focus on other areas, kind of letting it run its own show. Regardless of what you decide, the key is that you are asking yourselves these big overarching questions in your business and being proactive about the direction of your business. For the cost of goods sold section, I ask myself, what percentage of my total income do my COGS take up? And I find that out by dividing my total cost of goods sold by my total income. Is this sustainable for my business? For example, if your COGS are taking up 70% of your income, well then there's very little money left for your operating costs and to pay yourself. So in this case, your costs aren't sustainable for your business. That means you either need to lower your costs or increase your prices. For my expenses, I ask myself, what was my highest spending expense category? With this question, you're really assessing where you're spending your money and if it makes sense to spend money in those areas. Sometimes we do spend money in one area of our business because we're trying to grow, and that's totally okay. You may look at your spending and think, yeah, that makes sense. Or you may look at your spending and think, girl, you better simmer it down. Finally, when looking at my net income, I ask myself, was I profitable? As in, did I make more money than I spent? Did I profit enough? Often our profits are what we live off of as small business owners. So even if you profit, it might not be enough for you to live off of, pay down your business debt, save for taxes, or invest in your small business. You probably have a number that you know you need to make to live off of. When you look at your net income, you're asking yourself, is it enough? If it's not enough, can you lower your spending or make more money? Of course, these are just a few ways you can use your profit and loss statement for your small business. The more comfortable you get reading your reports, the more you're going to be able to strategize. So I have something super special for you. It's a free profit and loss template. You can use this every month to get a clear idea of your numbers. I've linked to that in the description. Also in the description, I've linked to a bunch of resources and blog posts about how to use your reports and review your numbers in your business. If you like this video, let me know in the comments below what was your biggest takeaway. And make sure you subscribe to my channel because every week I share a new video about how to organize and stay on top of your business finances. I'll see you in the next video.